God, I have to open a giveaway while this game is running.
It's fine. So, Green Team, Islands of Ice, game one of this best of three between XTREM and ARYA will be XTREM. And they're going to be running Ohio, Yamato, Des Moines, Nevsky, Stalingrad, Daring, Haragumo, Vampire 2.
And on the other side, we have Yamato Kreml, Des Moines, Goliath, Moskva, Gearing, Double Daring, and a Young. That's a lot of like normal DDs on Arya's side.
That's the first Yu-Yang we've seen all day as well. I was expecting to see a lot more of this.
Yep.
I suppose because we've been seeing a lot of Nevsky bans.
There's no way that's a radar Young, right?
I should fucking hope not.
Was Wagner banned?
Yes it was.
Oh shit, it might be a radar Young.
Our bans were Marso and Ragnar. Wait, hang on, who banned Yu-Yang? Arya banned Ragnar, so I don't think they would have brought... I doubt it.
It's
Well, what's it
weird.
gonna smoke bot for? The Des Moines. They have a gearing for that.
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at the initial deployments anyway. So, heading over at the ACAP for XTREM, we do see a Haragumo, Des Moines, Yamato. Ohio looks like he might be backing them up. B-Cap is going to be Daring and Vampire 2. That's a scary force to run into. And then C-Cap, we see a Nevsky, Daring, and a Stalingrad.
Alright. On my side, the gearing is gonna go towards the A-cap, together with the Des Moines and Kremlin in the background. Daring Yu Yang together contesting B, which further makes me think that's probably gonna be a radar Yu Yang.
You're not wrong here.
And Daring, Goliath, Moskva, Yamato going towards C. So pretty heavy on C. Pretty light on A, I would say. 2 ships mid initially, but they're also getting mirrored by 2 ships, so...
Okay, so quickly discussion of the perks of these ships. Vampire 2 does have a 5-kilometer hydro. Yu-Yang, as we're expecting, to have a radar, so this could just be an all-out brawl, and the DPM advantage would definitely go to the Vampire and the Daring. Darings both have heals, the Vampire and the Yu-Yang do not. Also, the Yu-Yang does not have usable tops in this encounter, because those are deep water tops that will only hit cruisers and battleships.
And just that the Young Raider is also gonna last not as long as the Vampire 2 Hydro for obvious reasons. And if they're just spraying these items, then the Vampire 2 can Hydro this Young basically forever. Yeah, Vampire 2 popping his Hydro, catching the Young here. But this Young is actually kind of stuck here because he doesn't know if there's like something going on the foreline to try to get an angle on him. That's kind of a dangerous position there.
Nevsky's looking for pot shots. Haragumo looking to not take those torpedoes at the ACAP as well. And he does take one. Oh dear. That's half of the Haragumo's health gone already.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. You don't want it to happen. The Haragumo needs to be able to fight enemy DDs on their own, and losing HPs early, especially since you don't have a heal on the ship, always compromises this ability.
Daring going to be diving behind the C-Cap for XTREM.
Oh, on B, we have a small standoff between the 2 Darings.
B-Cap, fight has broken out. Electrical Fire has popped a smoke screen, but he's going to be spotted by...
Radar out by... I'm not sure if it's the Moskva or the Yang. This is the Yang radar for sure.
So it is a radar Yu-Yang. What a world we live in.
A world where Wagner is banned and Smolensk is unobtainable. And not Smolensk.
Well, Smolensk is unobtainable too, but yeah. It also doesn't have radar. Imagine a Smolensk with radar. Oh, God.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, dear, no. Oh, that's a terrifying thought.
Yep.
So, Yu-Yang's still caught in that Vampire 2's Hydro, and there's no way to counter spot for him. Daring is also spotted in that, and he's going to be able to just like take a couple of shots at him. Vampire 2 is now spotted again. Left a smoke screen. Got caught.
Yep. He's gonna take a bit of damage here. He's trying to reverse out to shoot the Daring a bit more. But that's... like, you don't want to trade against the Daring, because the Daring can heal you and you can't. Oh, the Daring actually taking 2 additional hits from the Ohio at like 16 kilometers. That was a good shot.
I mean, the heal's nice, but if you take too much damage, you can't heal all of that back, you know?
Yep. That is correct. But I mean, if the vampire gets low enough, then the young can just take the fight against the vampire directly, and if that happens, it's getting scary.
Des Moines, if Harder was here, is going to be spotted coming out the front of that smoke screen in front of a Kremlin. Kremlin getting exactly one overpen.
Harder, I'm watching you.
This Yang
There's a
still
lot of
hiding.
tops going to B, and they're all gonna get hydroed by someone.
Yeah.
It's like, eh. Like, on one hand, might as well. But on the other hand, there's no point.
I mean, you can make the Ohio turn out or something.
Maybe.
Nothing really much happening at C. Radar does come out from the Moskva, trying to find the DDs at B again, I think. All he finds instead is a Stalingrad. You can start trading with him. So the Yu Yang's finally dark, so he's going to reunite with his Daring, and they're going to look for some sort of play onto this vampire. The Yu Yang
Ohio
top's
actually
landed.
took top. What the hell? It was 2 hits.
So much for they're all going to be hydroed.
I guess both Vampire and Daring Hydro are both down, and then these tops are of course very stealthy and just slip past.
Yu Yang Radar comes out.
This is actually impressive, because no other top would have been reached the Ohio there without getting spotted.
Daring with the world's loudest camouflage and those guns.
It's fine. Camo working as intended.
Definitely.
So if I have to evaluate the situation, like, XTREM has a slight points advantage, but that's kinda it. All caps are now contested. The Daring of ARYA entering C. Well, hopefully soon. He's currently radar, so maybe not. It's kinda weird that ARYA kinda gave up C, even though there's only 3 ships there, and they have 3 ships on their own on that side. Should try to, like, get control back.
Oh no, Daring coming out in front of these torpedoes. No, he's getting a bit of a wiggle on. Overturned and then dodged out.
He can wiggle himself out of there. And meanwhile, look what's happening on the 2 line.
I am indeed looking here. There is a smoke screen with a Haragumo in it, bombing a Des Moines, and then the Kremlin walking up to the face of Harder was here.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are you going to stop
Harder
this
likes
Kremlin?
hard, right? Oh god. Yeah, they need to, like, deal with this Kremlin right the fuck now.
Yeah, makes
I'm
out
not
great again.
sure if they can do that in time.
Well, is there anything to catch Harder if he reverses around the corner?
Actually, the Yamato does have shots, but he's far away. It's kind of a mistake from ARYA here. They let this Des Moines just go on this corner. This Kremlin is just gonna die for nothing then.
Haragumo manages to dodge those torpedoes by using the border. Oh, that was a close one.
And, like, the problem is that Kremlin is gonna go around this corner and he's gonna find a Yamato. And the Yamato actually can overmatch the upper bow part, which is gonna deal quite a bit of damage. He's opting for, like, super structure hit, which still deals a little bit. And this Kremlin is running out of health, like, fast. Harder needs to angle more to get behind his item completely. Otherwise, he's actually gonna get shot.
Yeah, he didn't have enough rudder
Well,
there.
he is gonna get shot here.
1, 2, 3. Not getting enough. The Haragumo torpedoes come in.
He does survive. And he can go back to his position and contest A again. And, oh, XTREM getting a free kill. There's a Yamato salvo coming from though. Oh,
oh. Oda got a limp behind his rock and say, I didn't like that. I sit here.
Not gonna lie, getting a bit lucky there.
Okay,
Just
so
a little bit.
Yu Yang has asserted dominance over the B cap once again. He's going to be dumping those deep water torpedoes, trying to find something onto the Yamato, but that would require the Yamato reversing. Actually, there might be
Or the Daring cannot spot them. Well, Arya managed to flip C for now, but there's no way that it stays that way. Meanwhile, Extreme Stalin on the 7-9 got farmed quite a bit over all this time, and is forced to retreat for now. So yeah, all three caps still kind of in a stalemate. Slight advantage for Extreme because they are the zip up. They also have a almost 300 point cap advantage. 300 points advantage. I am good at talking.
Yes. Me too. I can words well.
Yep.
Trading happening on this.
Oh,
10-lane
Yohai taking another big hit from the Yamato. He's down to 30k HP, popping a heal. Next, you need to be careful not to trade too poorly. Like, HP-wise, their ships are not doing too well all across the board.
And also, look at this positioning. It's like... This... What? Right, so you have a Des Moines and a Gearing behind this island. They're not going to do very much here. They're outnumbered because of the Yamato, Haragumo, Des Moines.
The Gearing actually got weighed out right now.
I mean, honestly, if you're Horda, you take this opportunity to just dive forward and go for the ram. Maybe try and pick up the Gearing on the way.
Wait there. Like, the Des Moines can't really go forward considering there's the Yamato there. And the Gearing is not really doing anything. Like, as Extreme, you're happy with this. You just need to make sure that you don't trade poorly from now on. The big problem is they are kind of trading poorly. And they're gonna lose C soon. This good IF pushing up could be an issue.
Radar once again coming out in the B cap, but from that Yu Yang Daring going to be opening up on the enemy Daring of Electric Fire.
Yeah, holy shit, B is gonna be a clusterfuck of DD soon.
Yes, it is.
Electric Fire is actually a lot of fire here, and it's definitely not electric. It's high explosive.
Understandable, have a nice day.
Takes, yeah, a lot of hits here. They're actually taking fire from the Yamato in return from that range. Nice shot.
Looking at the 9-10 line, not really much going to be happening here. I'm not sure if the Goliath knows that the only thing holding him back is a
they
Daring.
find the Yang with the Haragumo. And the Haru is opening up, trying to get some damage done.
Yu Yang was caught that win there.
Yeah. Like,
Ow.
overpeaked once, lost half his health there. Not great. Like, at this point, every trade matters. Yeah. On the C-cap, in the meantime, Arya's daring, try to get an angle on Extreme staring inside the C-cap.
Yu Yang still getting slapped.
Pull him out.
I'm not sure what that was. Was that the Stalingrad?
Possible. It looks like Arya can't make progress on C as well. That's problematic because they're getting choked out of this game. Like, no one gains points, but, I mean, Extreme just has an advantage. So as long as they can keep this that way, it's fine. And the Young is gonna drop to 2.4k. Takes another shot.
Yeah. Des Moines going on an adventure.
Oh yeah, it's happening. I don't think the Yamato has its guns turned the correct way. Yeah, the Yamato has its guns on the wide. So, hardest play here is to try and get a ram.
And try not to get taught by the Gearing. That's bait. The Gearing's decided that he wants to be bait.
Yep. Arya's Yamato does have shots on Hara if they want to. Hara's not spotted though. But he's not yet.
There should be a Hydro and a radar
Arya's
ready
Des
to go.
Moines needs to commit. He's getting farmed. Oh boy. The Young actually goes down here.
Yep. Gets surrounded by those DDs as we mentioned before. Daring takes a slap as well.
Meanwhile, Extreme loses the Nevsky on the 9 line.
The Moskva
okay.
for ARYA is about to go down as well.
How the fuck did that happen? Oh, you just got farmed by the Daring for 20.
Yamato took some torpedoes as well for ARYA. Oh, it's all falling apart.
Oh yeah, those were single file torps. He took a bunch of them. He's actually flooding to death. Oh, he finds a damage gun.
Moska finds a
Moskva?
heal.
Yeah, Moskva's still alive.
Schmuckmaster and the Vampire too goes down. Took a fire from the Daring.
Yep. Meanwhile, the Moines are just staring at each other angrily. But Hada is getting shot by the Yamato now, so I'm not sure if he wants to stay here.
Well, make Zhao great again, and his Yamato is looking for the Des Moines. Gearing. Oh, actually, Hada finds the Gearing.
And a Moskva finally goes down on the 7 line. Man, ships are dying left, right, and center. I'm not sure if this Yamato is surviving as well. The Ohio has shots on him now. Oh, he just survives at 79 HP! Is there more shots coming in? There is from the other Yamato. And he misses!
More shells. There you go.
There you go. Okay. So this Yamato goes down. Meanwhile, on the 10 line, Arya's Daring is going for an aggressive play here.
Hada's down to 6,000 health, and he's still trying to take down this Gearing with 4,000 health. The Yamato Salvo comes into the red Des Moines. I just give up everywhere. Just have 3 cameras at the same time.
Like, everywhere are low HP ships. I think Johan and his Daring can actually make his escape out of sea. They don't need sea anymore. They have the B-cap control. Hada finds the heal, and there's no battleship crossfire anymore because, well, Arya ran out of battleships. And actually, it's Arya's Des Moines here taking a big hit, dropping to 15k HP now.
Yep, there's a Yamato in his base, so...
I would say Hada is fine at this point. Well, I would say that, but there's also a Daring here that could just smoke up and try to shoot him. Oh... Blacklist guy taking another big hit from the Yamato that's like awfully close to his face.
ARYA have forced out the Extreme Daring from the Sea Cup. They are going to take that, but they've been ticked out
They're
so
gonna lose
hard
the
on B.
The Des Moines can't shot block the Yamato completely. Ah, never mind. He finds it. The Yamato is actually forced to go around this corner, but the problem is the Daring doesn't have tops. The Gearing doesn't have tops anymore because they just went past the Yamato.
Goliath goes down.
Oh,
Extreme getting the kill.
How did that happen?
Ohio.
Ah.
Des Moines goes down to Yamato, and it all falls apart.
Yep.
Our victory is in sight.
There's a Daring, a Gearing, and another Daring, and they just didn't make the most of like having this destroyer advantage. The destroyers just didn't contribute enough. They just lost the HP trades everywhere.
They got really unlucky with the rush on Hada there though. Holy hell. The Quem will totally be able to devastate him. The Yamato getting a big salvo, but because the Quem did like nothing for that range, he does survive. If he if Hada dies there, they have they will like first of all they will just cap A because the Des Moines is no longer blocking it. And if the Gearing just permanently blocks A, they have an opportunity to actually do aggressive plays on the A flank. But it doesn't happen. Instead, they just lose their Quemel for free. So, XTREM takes game 1 of this match. Are you fine?
Yeah, I'm just like, I need to limber up. Right, game 1, going over to XTREM. Apply, yes.
Yes? Question mark? There we go. My apply button didn't work at first. Rip. Well, next up, a Warrior's Path.
Yay.
We didn't see Warrior's Path today at all, right?
No, we did not. We definitely did not see that map so far today because we haven't had enough Fiesta. So that was XTREM Team. Next map, Warrior's Path. It's getting to that late point of the day. It's dark outside. I'm getting stupid. You know, all those things.
Yeah, relatable.
Alright, best of 3. XTREM took game 1. Game 2, gonna be Warrior's Path. Strategy of Warrior's Path. One team caps A, team caps B, a Pipega Fiesta happens in B. That's pretty much our established strategies for this map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see what these teams do, though. Like, so far we have seen a lot of situations where one team went for A and one team went for C. I would like to see a matchup where, like, both teams go heavy on one side. It's always funny.
I turn my light on. It's dark. Getting dark, Henny.
Well, yes, makes sense.
Does it make sense though?
Yes.
Why does it make sense? Tell me why it makes sense.
It's 7 p.m. my time.
It's not 7 p.m. my time though. It's also, you know, this used to be sunny at this time. Back in my day, you know.
Yeah. Boomer.
What did you just call me?
I think you got home sliced.
Uh-huh. Okay, home slice.
Alright. The teams are getting themselves ready. Gonna be reverse spawns. Either way. I feel like my voice is just disappearing at this point.
I used to have a voice as well. That's fine. I'll just let you talk. I'll just let you do all the talking so I can keep my voice. And, yeah. So.
Yeah. Am I an idiot?
We're both idiots, yes.
Fuck, I gave away these codes even though I should have given away these ones. Nah!
You didn't tell me you're doing a giveaway.
I did. I said I would have to do a giveaway between fucking while we cast the game.
I might not have listened. I'm like mentally zoning out completely now.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. You can get pizza a day though.
Yay.
You're gonna get me pizza as well.
No.
Sarge.
Oh, your boy is actually out of the tournament.
Really?
Yeah, they lost against Karma 2-0.
So our next game is Karma versus
UN.
OM. Oh.
Karma versus UN.
Ah, UN. That was neither of the letters I thought you said.
No, OM is a different group. OM is gonna play against AAO in the losers bracket of Group 7 at the same time. That's a game. What else? Do we have more spice somewhere? Nah. Looks pretty normal. Oh, Empor lost against Snack. 2-1. I think that's pretty much... I think that's pretty surprising, right? Wait. I'm actually just very confused.
I'm very confused. I'm Penzo.
Yeah. Hello. Shut up.
No.
Towas won against Rio in the losers bracket of Group 2. punch one against Oof. Oh man, that must suck. Like, Punch versus Oof played in the first round. Oof won 2-1. And then in a losers bracket final, Oof and Punch fought again, and then Punch wins. Sad. And we're going.
Oh, we're in a game 3. Oh, no, game 2. Game 2 of XTREM versus ARYA.
Reversed.
Is it reversed? Good. I'm glad you checked, because I didn't.
I said it.
Did you? Look, Henning, no offense, but I think we both just chewed each other out at points during this. We're so used to each other's voices, we're just ignoring each other now. So, yeah. Henning. So he's ignoring me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Green team. Gonna be running on Warrior's Path. Ohio, Yamato, Des Moines, Goliath, Moskva, Nevsky, Gearing, Daring, Vampire 2.
Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Ohio, Yamato, Triple Nevsky,
Oh,
Double
boy.
Daring, Harugumo, Yuyang.
Action stations.
Okay, this
That's
time
a-
I expect it to be a smoke, Yu Yang. For a start, it's on the other team. Secondly, there's 3 Nevskys.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Yeah. And the Harugumo, I guess, goes for the other. That's a lot of Nevsky, though.
There is also a lack of conventional radar cruisers.
Yeah, no bow tanky, point and shooty, rooty tooty, Moskva, Stalingrad, Des Moines, Salem. There isn't.
It's gonna be fine.
Is it, though? Alright, let's take a look at these initial deployments. So, over at the ACAP, we're going to be seeing for the team that I'm just thinking for. Oh, yeah. Daring, Goliath. Just the Daring and the Goliath? Oh, the Vampire 2 as well. And possibly the Yamato. CCAP, we're going to be sending Gearing, Nevsky, Des Moines, Ohio. And BCAP is going to be contested just by that Moscow poking his face out.
Well, XTREM is sending Harugumo Double Nevsky towards A with the Yamato in the back. 1 Yuyang, 1 Nevsky, and an Ohio going towards C, and Double Daring going towards a mid contest. That's interesting. Double Daring is not what you would expect here.
Double Daring, a painful thing to run into.
Well, it could have been Daring and like one of the really high DPM ships, right?
Also,
Wagner. Wait, Wagner's banned, right? Wait, what is banned?
Mosso and Ragnar. Don't know, it can't be either of them.
Okay, then it actually makes sense. Never mind.
Yep. Harugumo, maybe?
Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, Johan is gonna reverse into the B cap, contested that way. Meanwhile, Schmuckmaster, I have no clue where you are going now. Probably just reverse until you find something. I actually just wants to keep the Moskva spotted, I think. That makes sense. And make his Yamato shoot him a bunch. He actually already lost 15k HP, holy hell.
Nothing particularly spicy happening. Just this double Nevsky blob gonna be smoked up by the Harugumo. Daring gonna slap himself with it. Apparently the Daring
Yeah.
got raided on south of B. I just like looked at the minimap and just saw like a million shells coming towards him. Look at this focus fire coming in. And all of it's gonna miss.
He is still radar, he decides to like stop a bit.
Yep. Just dodge those shells, you know, predicted.
Yep, radar's over. This is gonna start to reverse here. Yeah, the double Nevsky Harugumo blob on the one line, it's gonna start being annoying soon. Because, well, ARYA doesn't really have any, like, counter deployment on that side. So they're just gonna be forced away by this. There's not really anything they can do. Actually, they found the way, they found the Daring here in their radar as well.
That could be very
well,
painful. That's two
it
Nevskys.
was. It was. He's now outside of the radar range, and well, now, yeah.
Still on fire. Down to half health.
Like, he's not spotted anymore, but Ow. That's a
Yeah.
lot of HP.
Yeah, he's learned his lesson. Let's not do that again. And with it being the Haragumo smoke screen, they can get so much ground in one jump. Because
Oh,
that'll be
Johan can
legendary module.
be glad that he actually reversed deeper into the B cap, otherwise it could have been awful. But he did, so these jobs are just gonna miss. Meanwhile, on the seaside, ARYA trying to pressure away the Nevsky, probably gonna be pretty successful with it. The Young is just gonna give a supportive smoke screen here. ARYA opting to not cap C just yet, instead giving their own Nevsky a smoke. It's a bit slow of them. They're gonna lose a bit of points. But for now, that should be fine.
I'm expecting these Darings to split off and go their own ways sooner rather than later. Just send one that reinforce C, one that reinforce A.
They actually don't have to. Like, the one spotting the Moskva can just stay there every time the Moskva wants to poke. He's just gonna be uncomfortable with that. And the other guy can just stay around B in case ARYA tries to contest it. Yeah, but XTREM is gonna grab themselves the A cap now. They're pressuring the Goliath away. Nevsky chronically really good at pressuring other cruisers. Not so much against Battleship usually, it's because they rely a lot on fires against those. Meanwhile, the Haragumo might eat tops here.
Where?
Oh yeah, he took a top in A.
Oh, I was currently staring at him, and then I was like, where? So it was like the ship that I'm literally looking at.
Nice. Reversing out too far, trying to keep the spot on the Goliath, and takes a daring top because of that. That's unfortunate. So XTREM up 2 caps now.
Don't really see a way back in just yet with that Haragumo park there with the two Nevskys behind it. I mean, they could force back the Nevskys
they
a
need to
little
get
bit.
C and then go through the channel to contest B. That's what they just have to do. They
Yeah.
need to, like, get going.
And they also need to somehow hold the Nevskys back if possible, not allow them to advance too much.
The Nevskys can't really advance without a smoke screen though. Their concealment is really bad, so if they just get outspotted by, like, for example, they go live randomly without a DD support, and there's a Yamato in the area as well, they are not gonna like that.
Speaking of Yamato's not liking things, the Goliath and Yamato will start farming the one south of A.
Yamato can actually help as well.
Moskva gets a fire.
Yeah, that's a range, not Goliath.
C-cap stuff's happening.
Yep. Oh yeah, finally going forward. They're gonna get take C, there's no way XTREM can prevent that. The Nevsky is away during the gearing. Might get some damage on him. But he's gonna get pressured away himself, and he actually kinda needs to start running far. He's losing a lot of HP here, actually.
Alright, so this Des Moines having an adventure through the channel between C and B. Needs to be very careful now.
Yep. Honestly, ARYA needs to take their Ohio through this channel as well. They need, like, a lot of ships down there. At least if they intend to contest B anytime soon, which they should.
Moskva radar coming out, gonna catch Shockmaster. And Haragumo, did he take another top or something? I just saw a massive chunk of his HP disappear.
No,
Or it might
he's
have
still
just...
the same HP.
I might have just, like, saw the health bars of him and the Nevsky overlapping and it looked weird.
Nice.
It happens. I'm blind.
I'm not sure what ARYA's plan here is. They still linger with a lot of ships on A, even though A is basically not recoverable.
To hold back this blob from pushing into them. Because it's 4 ships holding back.
Yeah, but they don't need the vampire for that.
Hmm.
The vampire is not giving them anything. Like, the vampire might randomly run into a DD inside the A cap. Which she kinda does, but also not really. Johan needs to be careful about tops. I think he has Hydro active.
Yeah, he does.
He's gonna leave his smoke and get smoked by the vampire. Which means he can get shot for a little bit here. Yep. He's losing quite a bit of HP for this. And these blades will blind fire for sure.
You might have also taken a pot shot into that.
Mostly missing though. Meanwhile, ARYA stabbing in return actually took a massive hit himself, down to 5.7k.
Yeah, that's because of the two Nevskis.
Yeah. Like he
That's
decided to
something
open
very
up as well, which was probably not the smartest idea that goes to the Nevskis.
I think he was trapped in Nevsky radar range anyway. Surprised he's not currently being radar, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Johan has to dodge more torps.
Now
Needs
he's
to
being
keep
radar.
reversing.
Vampire 2 doesn't get caught in the radar, but the Daring does. Now we see Haraguma should probably be opening up as well.
I don't think he can. He has decided to stand in the way.
Haraguma has
The
floaty cells.
Nevsky's also having troubles lobbing this island. But the damage is low. He needs to like dodge a lot. He is unspotted now. That was a lot of hits. Down to 2.2k. But he is actually making it out alive.
You might well decide to just snipe across the map at something. I'm not entirely sure. Is he going for the Ohio? I think he is. Clearly
Yeah.
not interested in blind firing at that smoke screen with the two Nevskis in
Yeah.
it.
Arya's making a move into B now, which might already be too late. They have a mass points disadvantage already.
Yeah, they're down 300 points.
The big problem is if Arya loses a single ship, XTREM can just give up B completely at this point. That's how far that got already. They're trying to get shots on Mirage Tank in his Ohio. Not sure how successful it's gonna be, considering they don't really have spots on him right now. There's stops coming from him though. They land, and if they at least 2 land, then they actually have a shot on that. But I need to get their spots. Arya's gonna flip B for now though, so that's good. It forces XTREM to do something themselves this time. The Ohio is gonna eat one for sure. Oh,
For sure, he says. There we go.
he ate one, so joke's on you. That's not gonna be enough to do any meaningful damage. And Goliath could put it away really far. He's down to 26k after a bunch of heals probably. Meanwhile, Johan gets spotted here by the vampire too. He's getting shot by the Goliath as well, but it's at long range, so I don't think it's gonna.
Moskva
Yeah,
radar
that-
comes out onto him. He was a bit deep into that.
No, he's already out. We might all want the C cap. Arya's Nevsky and Ohio both lost a shit ton of health already.
Yeah, I think just that Yu-Yang torpedo threat.
Yu-Yang torpedoes, the Nevsky kiting, and I think Mirage Tank was taking pot shots at them the entire time.
Mirage tank, yeah, the Ohio.
Mirage Tank, shut up.
So, we have the situation once again. One team took A, one team took C, and now we're about to have a fiesta in the middle. As expected.
We actually don't. Or we don't have to, because XTREM doesn't need anything. XTREM is winning with 1 cap.
Until they overextend something.
Like, XTREM can literally retreat all their forces and build a giant defense around the A cap, and Arya has to do something about that.
Well, the problem is, they're sending the Yu-Yang back in. He might be running the gearing in front of the Ohio and the Nevsky.
I mean, it's a smoke Yu-Yang, so it should be fine. And Nevsky is pretty far away.
Eh. They're using Schmuckmaster to block B right now in front of Des Moines Vampire 2. Not sure if that's the wisest thing, but they're all...
The vampire
down.
cannot open up here. There's a Daring and a Haragumo in a smoke here. If Figo opens up, then both of them will shoot him.
Depends what he has, a smoke screen ready or not. Well, he is opening up, so...
The
that
vampire
wasn't
actually needs to dodge tops here. Barely does so. And Arya's Lemoyne inside the beacon is in a weird-ass spot. Like, he's trying to bait on the two destroyers, but the Ohio of Mirage tank is getting an angle on him. He is outspotted though, so he might just get away with it.
Depends whether the daring respots him here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh?
The daring smokes? Oh no! Yeah, he is getting away with that. Holy fuck. If the daring didn't smoke there...
Ohio Salvo onto this low health Nevsky. Oh, jeez, Christoph. He might go down over on the 910 line here. 3,000 is no longer spotted.
The gearing is actually super low as well. He took a lot of salvos from that Nevsky. So the Yuan could just go around the corner and murder him.
There should be crossfire coming in from his own
And
Nevsky.
he's actually doing that. Yeah, the Yuan is going for it.
The DD 1v1. I say 1v1. There's a Nevsky in Ohio.
Oh, the Yuan took a big hit from the Ohio in return.
I think the gearing's still hydroed by the Nevsky.
Oh, the Lemoyne got spotted in mid and got absolutely shut on by the battleships.
The enemy is about to win.
First the Ohio and then the Yamato.
Nevsky leaving the smoke in front of the other Nevsky might go down. He's down to 3,000 health.
Yep. But
Nick's
XTREM is
out
up
great
at
again.
940 points. How yeah.
Well,
goes
not
down.
anymore.
Currently, XTREM still winning.
Yeah, they don't really have much pick potential right now. The Yu Yang spotted again in front of the Nevsky and the Ohio.
Yeah, you need to be careful now.
Gearing going to be jumping out as well.
Yep, they want to get as much damage on this Young as possible, but yeah, the Young already left the radar range, so for now he's fine.
Mirage tank Ohio Salvo into the broadside of the Moscow. I might do a lot of damage here. Got angled out.
9k. HP wise is still really equal.
Yeah, but points wise, not so much.
The enemy is about to win.
Yeah, ARYA like
Need a
just
kill.
took too much time. And now they need a kill to compensate.
They have no map control. They've been well, they have map control over the two caps, but that's not the caps thing. They like everything.
The problem is they don't have any way to block A. And when you could look at the map, everything that's in danger right now from XTREM already turned around is on the verge of just running away. The Young is running, the Ohio turned around and is running. Schmuckmaster's just sitting down of B. Making sure there's no shenanigans happening. Like, he's not really in any threat of dying anyways. Harugumo smokes up the Nevsky. Gets some shots on the Vampire, I think. I think ARYA's, frankly speaking, out of options. They're just gonna lose here. Then, I don't... Like, maybe they can farm down the Ohio? Like, that's literally what they have left at this point. They need to kill this Ohio.
I mean, they have a lot of things shooting at it, but it's on
The thing
40,000 health and it's in Ohio.
If the Ohio dies, though, then the entire game flips. It's literally just one game, one chip difference.
Well, the fire is coming in from all angles, but it's look at the amount of time that they need. Ohio's down to 25,000.
Yeah, Ohio has a hero running right now. That's gonna be close. Oh, that's a big hit.
17,000. Okay.
It's 10 ticks.
Okay, he's back to
8.
20,000. 21,000. He's actually being healed by these shells.
7. 6. 5.
16,000 fire burning.
4.
15,000. 14,000. 13,000. 12,000. 4,000.
2.
2,000.
1.
900. Ohio was down.
Oh my god.
And now they're winning.
Yep, they're actually winning. Now XTREM needs to kill themselves. And they need it fast, because this is literally just 6 ticks away as well.
Okay, that was a turnaround.
2 more ticks. And they just did... Oh my god, the last tick in the fucking game, and they turned it around.
Jesus Christ.
That was so fucking close to elimination there. Holy fuck.
Okay, we're gonna be late for our game, for our last game of the day now, because I wasn't expecting that to happen. Yeah.
I don't want to know how much Arya's players are sweating right now. They were one cap tick away from dropping out of the tournament right there.
Let me go one group 8. We went 1-1, don't wait up.
Well, that's
Actually.
a game.
Yes, right, so back in the trade room, back at the best.
They actually identified their only way back, killing at Ohio, and they just barely get that. Holy shit.
Yeah, I had my doubts that they were going to kill a 40,000 HP Ohio.
I mean, if we have upload this, I'll be mad. Oh no. That was
a game.
Yep. Well, turns out a 40k HP Ohio actually dies if you shoot with like 6 ships. There were some clutch battleship cybers in there as well, doing like 15k per cyber.
So Henning, remind me
Yes.
to never doubt you when you say that and get an Ohio kill.
Well, that's the thing. You just need to try to look for an out there, right? And the out was literally kill the Ohio. That's the only thing you have. And ARYA recognized it and just threw literally everything at it. And all of that while not super overextending themselves and losing a ship themselves, because they would have turned it around again. I can't believe it actually went down to the fucking last tick. Well, we're getting ready for the decider. It's an open thing again. I'm just gonna put a casual Omega Lure into the competitive corner. Because that's literally all it is.
Right, so, not Warrior's Path, but Trap is up next. Henning?
Yes?
We have...
That was exciting.
It was. I'm currently trying to decompress from that, and it's dope. Brain cells just... I don't have any brain cells left. Can I borrow some brain cells?
What are brain cells?
Okay, so basically, it's like prisons. Like, a cell is a prison, right? It's prisons for your thoughts. So I've run out of, I have thoughts going in all different directions, so I need some new prisons for them. That's how it works, right? No? Maybe?
I'm currently looking through some nice copy pasta.
Oh?
No, just random copy pasta, nothing spicy. It's just funny.
Oh. What?
The competitive corner is catching up.
Ah.
The Omega lults out.
Oh boy.
Well, the teams are slowly readying up, trying to recover from the shot. From the shock.
From the schmuck.
There's a schmuck here, right?
Schmuck master, yes.
Yep.
Gotta recover from the schmuck.
Oh god, Bar started the trash talk. Here we go. Oh
You
god.
having fun there, Henning?
Yeah. Yes, also Twitch chat. If you wanna have fun with all this as well, join the Help Me Discord. There's a competitive corner where all of this is getting discussed in detail. Because XTREM happens to have like some players and then they're pretty active on the Discord as well, and actually tutors here as well. Which might be debated in the future. But you know. Yeah. Bar's summary is pretty good. Go to A1 and exit to pawn and you would have won. Sad. Alright, Extremes players are ready. ARYA is missing one player so far.
Oh, Henning. We still
ARYA
have another
saying
best
you
of three
should
after this.
ARYA saying you should have watched our second game with MNF. That was even closer than this. How? It
Yep.
literally couldn't be closer than this.
Sure it could. It could be 2-1 health chips fighting each other.
It was literally like a matter of like a second.
Yes. Look, Henning, can you tell that I might have like strained myself this weekend by thinking too much. I'm currently like on full mental breakdown. I have no fucking caffeine next to me. That might be what it is.
Maybe.
It's fine. It's not like we have to do this all again next weekend on the official cast. Actually, no, we don't have to do anywhere near as much thinking between games. I can do the
Exactly.
in-game part.
I don't have to do div giveaways.
It's the
You're just
time
gonna-
filling part. I just lose all sense of brain cells.
Like on the official cast, be like, you know, I don't have to do div giveaways. We don't need to do like in between game stuff. We literally only cast the games. And I don't even talk that much. And we're off with game number 3 between XTREM and ARYA.
And guess what? During all that time, I still didn't even fucking bother checking. I didn't even bother checking which team is on which side. It's fine. So XTREM are going to be the alpha spawn, which means that it spawns. It's the regular game scene. No spawns reversed or anything like that. And in trap, we are going to be seeing for XTREM Ohio, Yamato, Moskva, Nevsky, Daring, Haragumo, Vampire 2.
On the other side, we have Ohio, Yamato, Goliath, Double Nevsky, Gearing, Daring, Vampire 2, and Yu Yang.
4 TDs aside, and 2 Nevskys aside.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, that's what happens if you power creep DDs with massive DPM.
Hey, whoa. We finally get to a point where the destroyers are at a parity with the cruisers and how useful they are, and all of a sudden they're overpowered. It's not like we're seeing 5 DD comps, we're seeing 4 of them.
Unlimited battleships when?
There's a reason that you're limited to 2.
Unlimited battleships when?
Never.
Sad. It would just be Kong spam, wouldn't it?
Oh god. Oh yeah.
Kong or Yamato spam? Probably a mixture of both.
I don't even know how many battleships you'd stop, but no, you'd bring 5 Kremlins.
Yeah, and then you run into Kong spam and die, like literally immediately. Like one of the Kremlins gets spotted, suddenly 5 times 12 HE shots are coming your way. Have fun.
That sounds great. Anyway, initial deployment. So over at the A cap, we will be seeing 4 XTREM, and it's going to be a Haragumo, Nevsky. This is XTREM, right? Yes. Yamato going to be parking up behind the B cap, and then Daring is also going to be diving in the B cap through the safe cap. And over at C cap, we're going to be sending Ohio, Moskva, Vampire 2, and Haragumo.
Yeah, are we going for a setup that's... I think I have seen this before. The Vampire going for the contest through the gap towards B. Gearing, Daring, Goliath, Ohio going towards the C cap. Yamato kind of staying central. And Yu Yang, Double Nevsky going towards the A cap.
Yep, Yu Yang, Double Nevsky versus Haragumo, Double Nevsky. So the Yu Yang will have more smoke screen uptime, and the Haragumo will have a longer, as in more distance, smoke screen. That's going to be the primary difference. Yu Yang smoke screens are a lot shorter, but they also have a lot shorter cooldown. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Legendary Module Yu Yang gets outspotted by Haragumo.
I think so, yes. But you have Nevsky's spot for you, so it's fine.
This is true. Alright, so Vampire 2 and Haragumo are going to be diving into the C cap, going to be starting to test this. They're going to be met by Gearing Daring.
There's not even a way to contest, and she's just gonna sit there and do nothing.
Yeah, Electric Fire with the only available radar on that side of the map in Moskva.
Meanwhile, on the C cap, it's way more interesting. How go we see dodge some drops if possible? Okay, it's possible, thank you. That would have been awkward. Yeah, Gearing Daring, about to run into Vampire 2 Haragumo. I don't think I have to tell you who has the DPM advantage there, right?
No. However, the Goliaths are going to be the ones putting out the first shots, and they're going to be heading towards the broadside monster out of Electric Fire. Also, the Ohio took some shots as well. He's going to be turning out, trying to mitigate as much of that as possible.
Man, this Goliath actually hurt. That was 9k.
Yeah, the Ohio AP hurt too.
Yeah. That's fair.
So XTREM going to be contesting all 3 caps. They're going to take A. C is going to be blocked before cap. B is going to be blocked before cap.
Yeah. We have 2 angry smoke screens shooting at each other in the A cap. Pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, that's
the Young was waited for a little bit, but went out of range pretty fast.
He did lose about 10% of his health, and that's not coming back. Now, the C fight has started. The Daring, Haragumo, Vampire 2 are all going to be opening up with each other. The Gearing Society wants nothing to do with it. The Ohio is going to take a shot. That's going to be heading towards the Vampire 2. Big hit. Yep. Torpedoes coming out. Those will be hydroed by the Vampire 2. And for some reason, the Vampire 2 and Haragumo are falling back, despite the fact that the Vampire 2 can aggressively push into this, because he does have really good consume.
Haragumo? Yeah, tops.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Hydra.
still dodged.
He's dodged.
Okay.
He's fine.
This is fine. Looked a bit scary.
The Hydra by the Vampire 2. He's fine. A-Cap was taken by XTREM a while ago.
Yep. I mean, Vampire 2 kind of lost this trade a little bit. The Daring they did damage to can heal, while the Vampire cannot. The Daring is way right now though, and the Vampire just smokes, or is it Harugumo? One of the two. And now they're just gonna shooty bang bang. Goliath is just blind shooting the smoke. No respect. Actually hating the Harugumo quite a bit. They are gonna bully out ARYA's forces out of sea and actually cap it by themselves for now. So right now, XTREM has all 3 caps, only B is blocked. The ARYA's yet again running into the problem that they can't let this happen for too long. Otherwise they're just gonna fall behind on points again.
A-Cap Harugumo does get caught on a radar. Turns himself around. Doesn't take that much damage.
And that's the advantage of Yu Yang now. XTREM doesn't have a smoke for the Neskis quite yet. One of the Neskis of ARYA took a massive hit across the map though.
Yeah, that was your Gremlin, or Flyer Gremlin, sorry. I think that was from the Ohio?
That was a massive shot if that was the Ohio. Holy fuck. It could have been the Yamato as well. Both have spot are playing up. The Yamato was closer, so I'm like inclined to believe it was the Yamato, but if it was the Ohio, then sorry.
Unsure now. Remember, I'm blind. Vampire 2 going to be dodging skillfully between some torpedoes, and now they're going to be taking some points in B as well. So all 3 caps, they're just choking ARYA out of right now, and they don't really have much way of doing anything.
Vampire 2 got spotted in the C cap.
He did, but he has a smoke screen running. Wait, has the smoke screen just ended?
Yes.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Mockmaster going to try and disengage from this.
The Haru is smoking up instead. Doesn't really have the angle to shoot anything comfortably though. The Vampire 2 is fine for now, but he needs to start being more careful. He's down to 8k now. In the B cap, the Vampire 2 reversed back into the cap. And these 2 guys just like sit there doing nothing. It's kind of hilarious.
XTREM are winning in all 3 caps right now. Well,
yep.
The gearing has now reinforced the C cap. Like, he's coming back in.
The problem is they're not going to get back into A anytime soon, considering one of the Nesky kind of just left the blob. And now there's just a sharp disadvantage there. So A is going to be ticking. They might win C eventually if they finally manage to bully these 2 destroyers from XTREM away. And the Vampire actually gets spotted yet again. He needs to be really careful here. Yeah, he needs to stop doing that. Down to 4k, still getting shot. Goliath is luckily still behind that island, so he can't help just yet, and he goes unspotted.
They do burn a gearing smoke screen. Moskva of Electric Fire, I think, would probably be advancing right now if it weren't for the fact that there's a Goliath pushing around the outside.
I don't think they didn't spot the Goliath yet, but the Moskva is hard spotted, so he probably calls this.
Oh, Daring takes a torpedo, and then takes a salvo afterwards. Daring's down to 1200 health south of C.
Oh no. This is literally negating all the work they did on the Vampire. They did so well trading there.
Goliath does get spotted.
And chunks the Moskva for like way too much. Vampire returning fire. It is a Goliath though, it is. But that's an Ohio server coming for the Goliath now. Not doing too much. Goliath angles.
Radar coming out over the A-cap. Going to be some Nevsky trading happening once again because that smoke screen is down again. This actually, Nevsky's caught very broadside. He's going to have to turn out. He's being completely forced out of this cap. Basically, the advantage of... Wait, that was the Harugumo.
The enemy is about to win.
The Harugumo side is actually winning the Nevsky trades very heavily, which is not what I expected when they brought a Radar Yu-Yang. The Radar Yu-Yang, however, is also spotted. Caught a radar from the Nevskys. I don't think anything got shots on
it. It's not a radar Yu-Yang, but...
yeah, you know what I mean. Legendary module Yu-Yang. Radared Yu-Yang.
Yeah, the problem is they disconnected their Nevskys from the Yu-Yang, and open water Nevsky is not as strong, especially if you're already at an HP disadvantage because one of them got blabbed by the battleships earlier.
So those Nevskis have just lost. That cap is completely lost. They cannot
Yeah.
retake A at all.
They have a Yamato to try and put some pressure on there, but the Nevskis are turned out. They have to dodge tops now, but yeah, Hana needs to be a bit careful. Christoph taking quite a bit of damage here again. Needs to watch out for the one top as well. Oh, they just expire.
C cap gearing caught in a radar.
Oh god.
Goes down to the Vampire 2.
Yeah, that's
The
not great.
Goliath has pushed round, and he's now on his own against this Moskva, Harugumo, and Vampire 2, who might just turn around and start farming him down.
I mean, yes. The Moskva actually has a big HP advantage over the Goliath now. It wouldn't be surprised if the Harugumo just goes north and starts farming the Goliath together with the Moskva.
Let's hope that the Harugumo doesn't overturn. Those torpedoes are incoming right now.
He should just be fine by going forward. Yeah, this Goliath is not gonna live long. The Vampire actually finding an angle to spam him over the island as well. He goes unspotted for now, but oh god.
Then he shoots. And he goes down to the Ohio.
To an Ohio. That was a nice yoink. Props to Mirage Tank. That's a good yoink.
A-Cap,
Yeah.
oh yeah, forced himself back in somehow, despite the fact that they've been like...
Yeah, they're just
whittled
ramming
down.
4 ships in there, just taking it by force. Just Yamato ahead, the rest behind, trying to get something done. The Yamato is gonna get farmed a lot, but the Neskis are gonna get forced back by this for sure. And Christoph needs to be careful because he's actually low HP now. Like honestly, XTREM needs to get their Neskis away from there. Because right now staying there is actually risky.
Those Yu-Yang tops look like they have missed.
Yep. The Harugumo actually kind of in a very weird position.
Ohio charging through the C-Cap now. Now being focus fired by Ohio, Moskva, Vampire 2, and Harugumo. That's a lot of farming.
Oh.
And we've seen what happens when an Ohio gets focused fired.
Yep. One of the Neskis dropping really low on the A side, down to 7.4. And the other one forced to turn out full broadside to both Neskis here.
Torpedoes on the Ohio, who's very broadside to them. First salvo eats 1, second salvo he's going to accelerate away from.
Meanwhile, the Moskva eats 3 tops and dies to the conga line though. The ARYA's daring, finding a nice angle to throw these tops at him. But they're gonna trade the Ohio for that. And it's not good because now they're gonna lose C. The Harugumo can literally just drive in and take it. And yet again, XTREM does not need anything else than the C-cap. That is, of course, if XTREM's A flank makes it out alive.
Yeah, the Devs caught on the border. Salvo's coming in, goes down to the Yamato. Ugh.
Yeah, both of ARYA's Neskis dropping really low though, so they're gonna have trouble getting back into the game. The Harugumo needs to run. There's an angry Young behind him trying to spot him, and the Young does have support. If the Young spots the Harugumo on his own, he would probably die, but there's also the Vampire on the right, so I doubt that would happen. And the Vampire is probably more than ready. Yeah, the Vampire actually spots the Harugumo here. Or the Young. Well, the Young is spotted, let's say it this way. How much can the Harugumo do? Not too much. Young dropping to 5 KHP. D-spots immediately though.
Yeah, the Daring was not in a position to continue that fight. This just looks like they're being hard shut out.
ARYA is not lost yet. B is contested, which is bad for them, and they lost C permanently. But this is definitely returnable. Ship-wise, it's equal. HP-wise, ARYA is in a bad position. They're down a lot of HP, especially on their battleship.
Yeah, 130,000 to be exact. 130,000
Like,
it's
XTREM
twice.
has 2 full HP battleships that that's rammed in somewhere. And they're probably gonna put both into B. And I'm not sure how you kill those. You have 2 low HP Nazis that really can't afford to get shot at anymore. You have a Yu Yang that's super low. You have a Vampire too that's sitting in the cap trying to contest.
You have a
Meanwhile, there's a
Yu-Yang that
Daring
might get
trying to
torpedoed.
spot these.
Oh, mind.
So, yeah, B cap is gonna be a clusterfuck. I hope you're looking forward.
I am kind of looking forward to this clusterfuck, yes. Make Zao great again, gonna be the focus fire of the enemy Yamato of the
Yep.
Lich King?
But it's also gonna be the other way around. And ARYA's Yamato took a massive hit there as well in return. And it is 2 battleships shooting 1 here. Johan getting spotted in his daring here. Got found by the vampire. He needs to be a bit careful. They can't really afford to use this daring because it opens up a lot of players inside the big cap. Oh, the 3k HP Nesky got spotted shooting. He has to dodge these salvos.
Ooh, 800
He
HP
takes
now.
1. Survives. There's an Ohio salvo still coming in. Lands slightly short. Does he go down in time though before our next salvo comes?
Well, Vampire 2 is now hydring
Yes.
the Yamato, so
There's an Ohio salvo coming for the Nevsky again.
there is. Let's see.
He just needs to clip him.
Nah.
That looks close.
The Yamato of Olochi King going to get slabbed by that Ohio and the Yamato combination. And the Nevsky's now raining down shells onto his broadside too. And there's now daring torpedoes coming towards his bow. They are hydroed, but still, there's a lot. That's a lot of focus on these Yamato.
He does land a good salvo on Make Zar great again. Yeah, but these stops are gonna be an issue. Meanwhile, on the sea cap, Harugumo and Daring find each other. The Daring tries to like smoke up and open fire. But this Harugumo has such a massive HP advantage that he just can't do anything.
He's just gonna blind fire that smoke.
Yep. Like the Harugumo is making sure that he doesn't get flipped. XTREM might lose their Yamato here though.
I think both like Yamatos might go down.
Yeah. The thing is, ARYA right now actually needs 2 kills, not only 1.
Well, they're about to lose their Yamato like before XTREM lose theirs.
Yep. There
Although-
is a Young Torps coming for Make Zao great again though.
And Vampire 2 torps.
And that. So he's gonna go down for sure. But
There's an Ohio waiting. Now he has a smoke screen. Nevsky got close enough back in to radar the smoke screen of the Vampire 2. Daring's going to finish off that Yamato possibly first before he goes on. No, they're just going straight for the Vampire 2. No, Yamato's bound
yeah,
to
Yamato
fire.
just guns down. And does some weird funky physics stuff.
Vampire 2, gonna get caught.
Yep. And now somehow ARYA has 17k HP distributed among 4 ships.
Yes, and the enemy team has 113,000. So they traded about 100,000 HP for 100,000 HP. Problem was, they don't have much more HP to trade like that.
So we probably have a winner here. Unless someone eats random tops and dies here.
They're never random torps, they're always aimed.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, Young just running into B, going for the contest there, trying to keep the dream alive. But he's just gonna run into Daring and die here. Aogumo opens up on the 800 HP Nesky. Because why not? He gets
Nesky
the
goes
kill.
down.
D-spots immediately. Daring smoked up, tries to shoot him, but it's 12k HP at that range. You're not gonna blind fire that. Unless Dark Nimbus forgot the donation signal. Let's check.
You can go check that. I'm gonna watch the Yu Yang die the Daring instead.
Where the fuck are the signals? Yeah, they are.
No, the Yu Yang survives. 396
Yeah,
HP. Next salvo comes in, still 396 HP. More salvos coming in, still 396 HP. The Yu Yang trying to be blind fired using the French radar technique.
Well, there's also a really, really, really angry Ohio around the corner.
Yep. Hi. Boop. There he goes. And that leaves
The enemy
just
is about to win.
one lonely daring.
Well,
Well, there's a lot of Yu Yang Torps as well, but still.
There's also a Nevsky.
Oh, he didn't die earlier. Never mind. I forgot about him. Like, things just like, if something's not in my peripheral vision, I forget they exist.
Yeah, that's why you get devastated.
And I've never seen you get devastated, have I?
Did you?
Yes?
Oh.
Anyway.
Well, XTREM wins this game and wins the entire series with it, and goes on into the knockout stage.
I just accidentally hit reset instead of saying, it's fine, winner, boom, yes. XTREM, Advance, ARYA are eliminated, and we have another series that we are really late for.
I mean, this game was like 19.5 minutes.
They've held the game for us. So, room is Divinella. Divinella.
EIV. Found it. Alright, so our last game, as promised, is Karma vs. UN. It's also losers bracket finals, which means the winner goes on into the knockout stage, the loser goes home. Well, they're probably at home, but you know.
Right. How do I reset everything? Reset.